River rats, it's spring, kind of. I've learned that the only thing that stays consistent is the weather is very inconsistent. But fortunately, the catfish don't give a crap. So let's go catch them.
Catching them up? No? That's better than nothing. Catfish? Sweet. Yeah, this is a nice little bend that's treated me good with channel cats in the past. Never caught a flathead, but no, a lot of other people think so too. It's crazy, I was thinking on the way down here, I've been fishing this little stretch of creek for a decade now. Yeah, you need to put one right in front of that root wad. Little froggy dude over there. Should have caught him. Frogs are sweet. First small stream catfish trip of the year. To say I'm a little excited would be a little bit of an understatement. You have a pin 6 or an Ambassador 6? I have a 5. Old school. This is the first Ambassador I ever had. I got it for my 12th birthday. Just cleaned it yesterday and or 2 days ago because it was getting a little loud. Yep. But it's amazing. You just clean a reel up a little bit and all of a sudden it's back in business. Is that a pin 9 or a pin 10? Couldn't help but gawk at it a little bit when I walked over there. Those are sweet little reels, man. Bulletproof. Yep. I'll be the gentleman and leave them root wads open there for you, bud. Right in the wheelhouse. Ooh, there is some depth there. My rod tip is bouncing because my line is hanging over the root wad. Oh well. Maybe that jiggling action will draw them in. Well, I'm getting some love on that one. Or a leaf floated into the line. Time to move. I don't know, we can fish it if you want. Not many signs of life yet.
Take it down.
Came right out of his mouth. Should have let him keep taking it, but I don't know if he had the gumption to pull it down anymore. Oh yeah, he just mauled on that chunk of cut bait. Never made it to the hook. At least that's what I'm gonna say. I definitely didn't miss him. He just never had the hook in his mouth. Yeah, they're down there in that wood over there, man. They're in that wood down there. Yeah, it's deep. It's probably like 8 feet. Never stung him, just freaked him out probably. Whoa, what just happened? Big cast. Little guy. Yep. He carried it a long ways. Good for him. Oh, he's still there. Got him. For the moment. When they're little, it's hard to hook up. Well, he ain't that small. He ain't that big, though. Oh, there we go. I got him. He wanted the cut bait. Oh, there's a bunch of old fishing line there. Yeah, what I was hoping we'd be able to do is set up above that log and put them in the front and the back of it, but such is the life of bank fishing. No skunk. I guess I better throw another one back over there, huh? Dude, he is full.
40s?
Oh, that one just got tagged. No, he's full, like a food.
Oh, full?
Yeah. Come back. Come on. Probably a cookie cutter to that other one, would be my guess. Just mouthing it. He's toying with my emotions. Do it. I'm tired of it. For the moment. When they're little, they're tough to hook sometimes. Another eater. Should keep a few, but I don't know if I want to carry them that far. Barely. Oh, you do have a bucket, don't you? I bet we'll catch a few more. God, he gnawed on that sucker head. Just crushed all the bones in it. Another big cast. Yeah, you got another rod. I'd put one right on the right side of those tree branches. Because that channel swings to the left before it swings back to the right further down there. My favorite. Oh, there he is. Should probably crank my drag down. Oh, he's a little better. Well, maybe. He got wrapped up in it a little bit. Yeah, he's better. Come on. Now I remember why I recasted that bait. That shallow timber, man. He's a little blemished now, but he's still a fine looking catfish. Bye. That little one was messing with it, and he probably came in and said, "Scram, I got this." And he was on the top hook, which is kind of weird. Usually they're on the bottom. Sometimes they get tuned into those glow-in-the-dark beads too. Well, if you need some, I got a million. The suckers, I even got them pre-cut. That way when I reach in, my hands get all nasty and grimy. My wife loves that. All right, we'll see if there's one more in there before we move. It's too bad we couldn't hit the front side of that. There's probably a handful of fish that are too far up to catch a whiff of that bait. But if you look downstream, we got a little root wad down there that we'll hit too. I'm tired of messing with these peckerheads. Let's move down a little ways. I think it's pretty tight quarters, but we need to put a bait there somehow. Probably you sit right there and try and lob it towards that brush, and I'll cover this stuff over here. I've had two try to take it down. There he goes. Got him that time. Come on. Wonder if this was the same one. You get a free pass today. See ya. Ah, son of a, wiggled my bait off the hook. Come on, man, I gave you the good spot. Really? Oh yeah, there is that pipe over there. Well, there's the catfish spot. I'll give you the better one. You can just see where the bank swings a little bit, and they kind of ride on that bank right there usually. Everything in here is so subtle. Right. You know, like most little creeks wind and it's real obvious, and these places aren't quite as obvious, but the fish relate to them the same. Yeah, right? Well, right where that forked stick is. Somebody else had the same idea. Keep this short and out of the way. Ooh, there's plenty of depth right there even. Come on. All right. You got it? There he is. I'd talk trash to you, but that'd come back to haunt me when we go flathead fishing. I'd rather talk trash holding a 30-pounder than a 3-pounder. This is what I grew up doing right here. Small stream channel cats. And thanks to in-fishermen, I was able to catch a couple. Yeah, I thought about keeping them. What's gonna happen is, were to walk back, I'm gonna hop in my truck, drive home, and the last thing I'm gonna wanna do is clean fish. So, live long and prosper, buddy. He ain't that big, he was just excited. When I set the hook and moved him 5 feet, I'm like, he ain't that big, unfortunately. Ah, tangled in the grapevine. You can use all you want. What, I mean, there's shad in here, but there's so many suckers. There's suckers everywhere though, you know. Suckers and creek chubs show up all over the place. Dude I know caught a creek chub in a throw net in the Des Moines River last week. Not me, a dude I know, because he sent me a picture of it and he said, is this a creek chub? Because I caught it in a throw net out of the Des Moines River. I said, looks like one to me. This is your moment to shine right here. It amazes me how much channel cats in waters without blue cats act like blue cats. I know they're totally different species, but man, there's a lot of similarities. There's a few little nuances that are different, but every time I go blue cat fishing, I'm like, I feel like I'm fishing for channel cats. Here. The good stuff. It's fresh too. It hasn't been frozen, that probably helps. I keep waiting for Jason to catch a fish before I introduce him, but it hasn't happened yet. Anyway, that's Jason. He likes to catfish. His specialty is more flatheads than channel cats, as you can see so far.
It's all right though. I'll take it. It's good to be out.
It is. Get serious. Just about to move. Tired of waiting on him. Probably took my bait anyway. Loser. Probably. Yes, that is amazing. Never been that hungry. I've been pretty hungry before, but never that hungry.
Sharpen your teeth, bud.
No. Although when I was down south, I heard stories about some old dude who chiseled one of his teeth down so he didn't have to bring scissors when he was fishing. He could bite a 100-pound fluoro off with his teeth. I'm like, wow, that's hardcore.
Yeah.
I'll never be on that level.
No. I don't know if I want to be on that level.
Exactly. That's probably one of them myths like the catfish under the dam and stuff. Go one short, one long. That way it don't take up much room. Oh, I got out of the tree. Sweet. Little guy, gotta be. No, he's not serious either, I guess. Tiny. Kind of clearing the way for the bigger ones, I guess. He was tormenting me forever earlier. It's amazing how they're just showing such an affinity for the cut bait. Hey, Jason, I got your flathead bait. He wasn't even hooked, he was practically lassoed. All right, peace. He had the option and he picked the cut bait.
River rats, that's pretty much a typical early spring channel catfishing day. They're there, they're gonna eat. Sometimes they're more aggressive than others, but early in the spring, lots of times they're kind of tentative. And for those of you who stuck around, I really appreciate it. Here's a little tip that you can take this to the bank and it makes a big difference. Most catfish hooks have this thick, heavy gauge wire, and that really turns off light biting channel cats. So I like the Whisker Seeker J's, and what I like about them, one, they have sharp points that don't bend over as much as most other hook brands. Every hook will have a point that'll turn over and you'll have to file it, but these tend to do it less than others. This is a 4/0 J hook. In addition to that, they have pretty light wire, and that light wire gives that fish a chance to pick up the bait and carry it easily and carry it off, and then even if he doesn't run and pull the rod down that hard, you can smoke him on the hook set. And if you like circle hooks, this is a Circle K Also by Whisker Seeker, same story. The hook points don't tend to roll over, light wire, and if the fish doesn't pull the rod down, which they don't a lot of times, you can reel down on them, and that offset plus that thin wire allows that hook to rotate in the corner of their mouth. I like a 6-aught of these or 4-aught of these. So I hope that helps. Hopefully that helps you catch a few more fish. I really, really, really appreciate you guys who stick around and watch to the end. For real, it means a lot. If you liked it, if you really did like it, please hit the like button. If you want to see more, hit the subscribe button. It means a lot, for real. Hope you catch a giant.